In this video, we're going to take a look at an FAQ application, similar to what we saw back, I believe, in Chapter 6. So we have a little jQuery FAQs. If we click the plus sign, it expands and we see the answer to the question, what is jQuery? The library of the JavaScript functions we're most likely to need when we develop websites. We use it because it's free, lets us do more in less time, and it's cross-browser compatible. Which is harder to learn. jQuery is easier to learn, but really underneath, remember that it's still JavaScript. So it might simplify a few things, but you do need to understand how the JavaScript underneath works. So this is the application. We've seen it before, but this time it's coded with jQuery. So let's take a look. We have our index file with our divs and our H2 headings. By default, if we look at our CSS, we can see that our divs are set to display none. So they're hidden by default in our CSS. So let's go look at our JavaScript and see how the magic happens here. And you can see this is actually very simple using jQuery. So we have our document ready function, so that tells us when our document object model has been loaded, and when it has, we're going to find all the H2s that are inside the FAQs ID, and then inside the function, the event that was clicked on gets passed into this variable, so we can see exactly which H2 was clicked on is going to get stored in this constant H2, and then we're going to call on that H2. All we're going to do is toggle the class minus. Remember the minus class, if we go over here, sets the background to the minus sign. And then we're going to check, since we're toggling minus on and off, we're going to do a test. And if the attribute class is not equal to minus, that means it must be plus, right? Okay, so if it's not equal to minus, we're going to go ahead and hide it. Okay, so if it's not set to minus, that means it's set to plus and means it should be hidden. So we're calling H2, we're getting its next element, which is the div, the paragraph that follows the H2, and we're hiding it. We're just calling the hide method, which hides it. Otherwise, if it is set to minus and we clicked it, it's going to be set to plus, and then we're going to show that section. And then, of course, event prevent default keeps the click method from going anywhere to actually running any kind of anchor tag or anything that might be attached to it. It won't run its default action. And, of course, once it's loaded, we set the focus back to the first anchor tag that we see in the FAQ section. So that's actually pretty simple code compared to what we had in the past.